Hello everyone, this is Bytesauce and welcome to episode 9 of FTB Unleashed. And things look a bit different, don't they? I've installed a Faithful texture pack and yeah, I quite like it. Anyway, in today's episode, I want to get rid of all my storage, because they are looking pretty full. Like, this chest is pretty much almost full, this is full, this is almost full. I've actually had to upgrade this one to fit more stuff in, so yeah, not good. So that's one thing I want to upgrade, and I also, while I'm in the storage thing, I want to dead block. Get some liquid storage as well for creosote oil and another liquid, which I will talk about a bit. So I'm gonna grab some materials and I'll be back. Okay, so I've thrown some nether quartz dust into a furnace and it's melted up into silicon. And I'm also going to need, let me just grab some glass and some sticks. Quickly make myself a quartz cutting knife. Because as you can see from the bottom, I intend to make myself an Applied Energistics system. So I'm basically going to compress all of this down into storage disks, which means lots of space and very little footprint. Great. So the first thing I'm basically going to need is these things. Ooh, I am apparently in cheat mode, so let's just jump out of that. Right, these things. So cutting knife, and let's just grab some more silicon. I'm going to need a few more than this, but this will do for now. A bit more. And my knife. There we go. So all you do is you grab these and you throw them into the furnace. And they will cook up like so. And you'll get these things. Basic processes. And then with these you can create various other objects. So I'm going to craft off a few things and then I'll come back when I've got what I want. Okay, so I'm back. Got myself 20 basic processors and an advanced processor that I'm going to need for something else. And what I'm thinking is 4 of these 4K storage. So a 4K storage will hold quite a lot of items, and but each type will it'll only hold 63. So there's no point in going all the way over to the 16K or 64 because I have a lot of different types of items and not a lot of the items. So yeah. Another thing to note is stuff like this. Sometimes you can use nether quartz instead of Certus quartz, and that Certus quartz is actually quite hard to get. It's usually worth trying to use the nether quartz rather than the Certus. So let's get crafting. Right, first thing we're going to want is some of these things. What else are we going to need? We're going to need the brain of all ME systems, the controller. But we're going to need fluid crystals for these, so let's grab 4 of these. And that should do us. I've already crafted the advanced processor before. We're going to need something to hold the drives in, so we're going to need one of these. I have all these materials ready. Something to take all the items out. So if I combine basically the crafting table with the access terminal, then we get one of these. One of them, and finally one of them. Right, so we got some cable we can connect with as well. And something to get all the stuff out of the chests into the system. So I'll grab one of these, an import bus, but I'm going to grab a precision one because then we can use it later on. So I'm going to need a sticky piston for that. So I've placed down the crafting terminal and the drive, and I've also put the storage disks inside. And as you can see, when I click it, it says unable to communicate with controller. And that's because, as I said before, this is like the brain of the system. So if we dig through here, or here maybe, let's see, this one. So we dig through here and place that block, we're going to also need some power to go towards this. So let's, you got any spare conduits? Might be enough. Let's have a go. Oh, one shot. Always the luck of the draw. Right, so I'll grab some more conduit and I'll connect it and I'll come back. Okay, so we got power to it now, but obviously there's no items in it. So all I'm going to do is quickly connect this and this up and turn this to stack mode, and it should quickly draw out all the items in the chest, and they should all be going into here. But instead of obviously having like a stack and then another stack next to it like this, they all go all in together and you just get one stack of 456. So what I'm going to have to do is move this along each chest, pulling out all the items all the way along. So I'm probably going to have to pull these out as well, which this is going to have to connect to the bottom, so I'll show you that in a sec. Yeah, if we just connect that to the bottom and that down there, then it should pull it out with the stack mode. Like that. So I'm going to pull all of this out and I'll be back once it's all done, and hopefully it should fit in the drives. We should see. Cool. So all of that fitted in quite well actually. As you can see, there's now orange lights instead of green lights, and what this basically means is it still has enough space to store things, but it doesn't have any space to store different types of things. So only the items that are on that disk at the time will be able to be stored. So yep, there's all my items all condensed now. Right, so now what I'm gonna have to do is store liquids. So as you can see down there, so I'm gonna grab a few items and I'll be back. So I have all my items ready. Just gonna basically dig through this wall. Like so. And I should have my hammer on me somewhere. All the way through, and a little bit annoying, but so my tank is basically going to look like something like rather than each bit. Bit like that with glass in the front. So I'm going to make one here and one there, and I shall be back. So there we go, I've got two tanks, one with a green bit in the middle and one with an orange bit in the middle. Now the green one is going to be creosote because it's like a greeny, yellowy, orangey, whatever. So all of this is going to go into this tank, and you might be able to guess what's probably going to go in this tank, but I'll leave that one for a bit of a secret. So I'm going to grab some liquid duct so I can pipe all the stuff from here into that tank, and I'll be back once I've got that. So just going to run the pipe down like this. Let's get this all right. All the way down. Just throw a torch behind there just in case. Stop mob spawn. And then connect that to that. And then all this should need is a wrench and a lever if I had one, which I don't, so I'll grab that. All I need to do now is hook this onto there, and then all the liquid should drain out and go into the tank. Pretty cool. We've already got, let's see how many, 13.5 buckets, and it's still cooking up some more, so that's one thing. Now I need a few things to get what I need for this tank, so I'll be back once I've got all the bits for that. should have everything ready now, so I need to make a pick. I need to make some sticks. Nope. Have some sticks. There we go. Iron pick and an endothermic pump, and you get your buckets back, which is good. I'm also going to need some tanks, some ender tanks. So I'm going to need 2 of these, 1 for each side. So hopefully I should have everything. There you go, 2 of them. And let's grab some these. I'll colour them all red for lava, obviously. I'm also going to need something to power the pump, so I'm thinking of where are you? There you are, magmatic engine. So I'm going to need some of this stuff, so let's grab some of that and some of that. We should be able to just throw these into here. Let's see, 8 of them and 16 of them. There we go. Just wait for a couple of them to cook up. In fact, while we're waiting, let's make a piston and a transmission coil. We should have enough of these ready. There we go. Throw them in. 2 of them. Now we should be able to make one of them. Right, great. If I just grab a couple of that, and we should have everything ready. So, where you can probably tell I'm gonna head is to the Nether to get some lava. So, off we pop. I'll meet you when in fact, I need to grab some cobble, so I'll cut the camera and meet you in the Nether. Okay, so after having possibly the worst experience in my life in the Nether. I eventually got from, well, there to here. Didn't get very far. Let's just say I was probably more concerned with my health than the rest of the Nether was. Anyway, we're here, we're alive. We actually didn't die, strangely, surprisingly. So I'm going to place down my pump, and I'm also going to place down a tank on top, and this here. And they should be placed, and what I did forget was a bucket. And I've got nothing to take it, so I'm going to have to run all the way back over there, which isn't too far, and grab a bucket so I can add some lava to this, unless this just happens to work, which it doesn't. So, I'll be back then. Okay, we've got a bucket, so if I just grab a bucket of lava, and throw it in here, they should very quickly fill with lava. There we go. And so does the one in my hand, which is pretty cool. If I can see it. Oop, didn't mean to place it. And it basically fills itself up as well. So this is getting pumped into here, straight into the engine. And the tank fills up too, so we've got a nice continuing system. Right, so this side of the plumbing, basically, pretty simple. If I just dig my way up. And across. Also do, place the tank on the top, and spin the little thing in the middle, and that should automatically output the lava into the tank, and it's filling up pretty quickly. In fact, it's filling very quickly, so that should be full pretty soon. Let's just fill this in. So yeah, we've managed to condense all our items down into a small system, and we've also got our liquid storage started. So we've got plenty of lava coming in. We have a tank ready for creosote oil if we need it. So thanks for watching episode 8 of Feed the Beast Unleashed. See you later.